Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Visage, or however you want to say it. Previously, we finished Lucy's chapter where we learned that Lucy was likely being treated for mental illness after killing her pet bird, Pico, who is for some reason still on the screen, and becoming more and more withdrawn from her parents. Lucy claimed that her friend was responsible, but it was not clear if the friend truly existed or not. And the story ended with Lucy dying in the upstairs bathroom by having her jaw torn off. If the friend's not real, that means she did it herself, which is really gruesome either way. Now we are in between chapters and have access to most of the house for completing a chapter. So we are going to explore more thoroughly and work on some miscellaneous trophy collection. So let's jump in. Really? You're going to start me off with a... Never mind. Stop it. Alright, first thing we want to do is we want to start getting access to some of the rooms we don't have access to. And that means we need to get the electrical key for the electrical room in the basement. And we also need to get the garage key. So let's first head up to the office, which is to the left up here. And you can actually get this key pretty early on. I think it's on this side. One of the bottom drawers. Or the top drawer. Okay, I'm on the right side at least. So, that's the electrical key. And the electrical room is in the basement. And the power can go out. So, or electricity can go out. So sometimes you might need to trip the breaker. And previously I had mentioned that Dwayne clearly is a bit of an alcoholic. And he's got like 6 beer cans right on his work desk and a bunch more on the floor. So, like I said, you'll find that kind of stuff in the rooms throughout. It looks like we have another lighter here. It might be worth picking that up. Alright, so we got that key. There's a hint that points us in the direction of the garage key. And you actually have to go down to the garage to find that. So, we're not being chased by anything, so I'm not too worried about running throughout the house. Is that not working? Oh, it's that. Okay, I don't know what that switch goes to then. I think this is one of the garage doors. Yes, okay. So, here's the note. Looking for the garage key. It's probably in your jeans pocket in the laundry room, as always. Thank me... What does that say? Thank me... Thank me later, honey. Okay. Yeah, that's totally... that's totally not what I thought that said. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go to the laundry room. Now, previously we made sure we had access to the kitchen, so there's the one door down the hallway from us. And then the other door's down this way. I still hear scraping in that room. Okay. So, one other thing we're going to do while we're exploring is we want to turn the lights on because, we now have the ability to do that. The light switch panels are back, so let's take advantage of them. Alright, so here in the kitchen, we want to take a right, and this room right here is our laundry room. That's the dryer, I think. Yeah. What's happening? We need to get out of here right now. Something's going on. I'm hearing sounds. I don't want the house to get pissed off at me. I'm not the only one hearing that, right? we're gonna pretend everything's good, all right? Okay, so let's again light switches and light switches. Okay, good. Anything I missed? Okay. So garage. We're not gonna go to the garage quite yet, but this is one of the doors to the garage. So right here, and we'll come back to it. The other one, of course, is the one that we just went to, which is down here. Okay, so we have this loop around here. The reason I like to save in the foyer is because, one, if something comes at us from any direction, we have like four methods of escape here, technically. You could go upstairs. Don't recommend it. You're probably going to get trapped on the first attempt. If you go to the right, we can loop all the way around to the kitchen right here, or we can go to the left and do the same thing, because in the TV room, we have access to the dining room and right back around to the kitchen. And then the basement off to the left if we really need it. So there's just a lot of good ways to escape here if something comes after us. So good, kind of a good access point of safety for us. Before we go down into the garage and start poking our heads around, let's go upstairs. There's one room we don't have access to, which is this up here. That's the attic. But now we have full access to up here, because I don't think we could get into Lucy's room. I have a feeling like there was a glitch with that room becoming accessible. So we should have pills throughout this room in case you ever need them. So you can see there's like 3 bottles of chlorpromazine in here. Then this wraps around to Lucy's room. And I want to turn this all on. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's all on. Am I forgetting anything? That one might not work. Okay, let's open this. Reminder, the office is off to the side there. And there's another loop here that you can use if you get cornered up here. One of the issues with being upstairs is if you go to the bedroom, you can wrap around to Lucy's room, but in Dolores' chapter, which we're going to do next, that room is cut off. So if you go into the bedroom and you get caught, you're stuck. You can't get through there. So but we do have a loop right here we can use. And our Matryoshka Doll collection is nearly complete, as you can see. We're just missing one that we're going to get here in a moment. This might not be a bad spot for a candle. Oh, I almost forgot about you. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to play with you in a second. Lights, and then this goes to the bathroom as a reminder. So we have another loop to run through. So anybody else see that? Anybody else see that? It's not just me, right? There's an arm sticking out. That's not a glove. That's an arm. Look, you can interact with that. Why not shake hands with the thing under the bed? Okay, light. Oh, okay. I made something unhappy. Does that work? I don't know if that works. The other light on? Yeah. Oh, look. Question mark. Yeah, I'd like some answers too. Let's not antagonize it. I remember when this game was first released. There's another one. When the game was first released, in between chapters was a safe spot, and that's gone. It just doesn't exist anymore. All right, so we have our keys. Let's actually explore the garage. We've seen a part of the basement, and we will re-explore it here because we have some stuff to get down there. But let's go check out the actual garage. And we're going to go to the room. I think it's the room. Yeah, so there's two ways to get into the garage. First of all, there's, like I said, down here. And let's just go ahead and use the key while we're here. We're going to go to the other garage door. And we also have to use there's one more basement door we have to get to, but it's connected to the garage. So this is the garage, and those stairs right there actually linked to the other room down this way. So just to show how they connect. So those stairs link to this door. This is also usually a good spot for supplies. So there is a lighter right here. There's a bulb right here. Another lighter over this way. So a good spot. And if you go down here, that's the garage. However, there is a hidden room here. You just got to push this cabinet here, or tool chest, I should say. Okay, and then we want to crawl through. Now right here is a box with an Omega symbol on it. We don't need to deal with that right now. That's part of one of the VHS tapes. And the last Matryoshka doll. And you should get the Matryoshka doll's master trophy for interacting with that. Okay, so let's see. Let me check my notes here. We're looking for Indifference. Okay. So from there, we're going to head back to the basement door. We're going to work on collecting those tapes, and we'll check out the garage. We've seen pretty much everything there is to see. Actually, let's go this way. A little quicker. We've seen everything there is to see in the garage, basically. So right here, so this is the basement access. There we are. So Indifference, and what's on the tape say? Day at the Beach, summer 73 or 75. Can't tell because the F is over it. I have it written down somewhere. Okay, so let's light that candle for now. Fine. So we're in the basement. Let's light this place up. I'm going to start putting down some candles here so I can start collecting candles. I'm not in the... Something's moving. Oh, game, why? Okay, so this area... Let's get the light. I'm just turning on light switches here at this point. Candle and a lighter, great. Okay. This is the electrical room. Should have some more supplies in here. Yep, so candle, lighters. The game will start eventually taking them away from you. Never fails to do that. And here's the breaker if you need to trip it back. Oh, look, more pills and light bulbs and whatnot. Okay, so we are actually, let's see, we're kind of doing this a little bit out of order, so let me make sure we're not missing anything here. This door you can't go into. It's Here's one tape. So we're in the water heater room, and this is Greed. Afternoon at home with Claire and John. More supplies. Let's, okay. Let me get you. No, not the, not the lighter. I want the lighter. Put the, there we go. Okay, thank you. That's giving me candles, which makes me think maybe I should just place the candles around. Okay. There's one room in particular. It might be... This is the storage room. Okay, so this room is actually really important. If you lose an item, like the camera, for instance, like let's say I don't want the camera anymore. I don't know how far away you have to walk from it, but it should eventually disappear. So let's see, I don't know how far I have to get from it before it will actually do it. Apparently down here is not far enough. It'll just appear in that room though. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, there it goes. The stool. The stool. I didn't pick up the stool, did I? There's a stool in here. Oh my god, it moved the stool. I didn't even touch the stool. Thank you, game. Thank you for doing that. That was completely unnecessary. The camera is right there. Okay, so this is just a closet. There's nothing really in here. I've never found any use for this. There's a candle there. I kind of wonder why. You know what? Why not? Let's use it. Just for the sake of it. Storage room. Dynamic items that are essential to your progress will respawn in the storage room located in the basement when left behind. And there's the stool, and then otherwise, this is the cabinet for it. So the camera will just kind of pop into here. Now I did believe... There we go. Usually I can't come in here because I usually don't have candles when I'm down this way, but there's some use to that room, just not for a bit. Okay, so this area is kind of useless, but it's because it's under construction. I think there's a bathroom in here. I don't think there's any use for it right now. This room will be really important in Dolores' chapter, though. Thank you, game. So this room is going to be really important in Dolores' room. So remember where the basement bathroom is. And I always leave the door I usually leave it kind of propped open in case I need to get in there, but otherwise it just gets in the way of running around here. So easy to get stuck down here. And let's do a candle up here while we're at it. Okay. There's a fresh paint on the wall. Try to break the wall open. And you can't do it without, here's the basement key door. You can't do it without another item. You can break it open though, and you actually, we will be doing that as a part of the story later. So some more supplies in here, and then this links around to the garage. Okay, and this is the garage. I would say now the camera's stored. Okay. The game does get a little buggy with the storage part of that room. It'll just kind of pop up with messages saying the same item has been stored. So all the doors should be open now. So we gotta start doing the rest of the tapes. Okay, let me see what we got. Come on, game, really? No. Hey, I want the door open. Door stays open. Don't even try that. Okay, and I'm forgetting one, I think. One of the tapes. Tapes. I think it's right here. Yeah, there we go. Addiction. Okay. I like the rules, by the way. Basement rules. Put the toys back in their place. No yelling. Turn off the TV when leaving the basement. Ask Dad for the key if you need something in the storage room. Don't try to go in the locked rooms. Have fun. Okay. Let me do a quick sweep for supplies. Because we had a few candles that were thrown at us. And like I said, I don't know why. The game does not want you to have light. Like, any chance it's like, oh, you have a candle? You don't need that. Take it away. Okay. So I say, whenever you find candles, grab them if you can. Alright. So there's one more tape that we can get at this point. We need to go this way, actually. We're going to the reading room, which is the room closest to the progress room, and up these stairs back here. So we should have a better idea of the layout of the house at this point. And I'd say if you don't feel comfortable with the rooms, take the time to get comfortable with them. Otherwise, the next chapter is going to get real freaking hard. So here's the reading room. There it is. Affliction. And you'll notice there are there's those little carved birds here. You'll see those around the house from Lucy's chapter. So, I think we've gotten every light switch we possibly can at this point. And we have all the tapes. So let's go slot those away. There is one area I have not shown, the construction area downstairs. While we're back over here, let's go check that out as well. Like I said, it's kind of a useless area. But it could be used to like run away from things, so. Okay. So there are two more we're missing, and those will come from Dolores and Reagan's chapters. Oh yeah, there's also a closet here. Nothing really to this one as far as I can remember, though. So, if you want to see the construction area, down these stairs. And there's a spot over here where you can go down. I think we actually came down here briefly, but this should take us back to the basement. And if you go around this way where the mannequin was in Lucy's chapter, it'll loop back around to where we just were. There's a spot back here that has some perpetual light, if you ever need it. The mannequin has moved. Okay. There's actually a door over here that's got a latch on it. If you look at it, it's got the big old D there on it. So, I'm assuming that's D for Dwayne, but, you know, let your mind run wild. And this goes right back to where we were. And so, if you want to go back upstairs, we would just go this way. And we're going to go back to the foyer for a second. And the black spot's getting bigger. Great. Okay, so we are going to head to the kitchen. So there are two trophies tied to this microwave here. One of them, it says special recipe, attempt to use the microwave. So I don't think we want it to work. And I think we can just put anything in it. Yep, there we go. So that's the special recipe one. I don't think it really matters what item you put in there. None of them should really make any big difference. The other one is referred to, is just called hot chocolate, which you can probably guess what that means. And the actual trophy says drink the hot chocolate. So we have to drink it. We don't just have to make it. We have to drink it. And there's a mug here that says drink me. And interestingly enough, if you click on it, the cup is empty. How sad. All right, so there's a couple things we're going to need for this. We're going to need the microwave, obviously. We got the drink me mug. We need some milk, and specifically it's called dope cow milk. Right here. You know, if you're going to drink milk, you got to drink that dope cow milk. Is that baking soda in the fridge? Wait, does that say banning soda? Banhammer? Does that seriously say Banhammer on it? Oh, I love this game. Whoa. Okay. The other thing we need is the actual hot chocolate. So it's lowest shelf. I don't remember if that means here. It does. Okay. I can't. You found some chocolate powder. Yummy. Hot chocolate mix. Okay, interesting. All right. I can't believe that said Banhammer on it. Okay, so we want to go to the plate, or that's more of a tray, right? Yeah, tray. Okay, and I think we just want to pop her in the microwave. Well, mix it, of course, but then pop it in the microwave. I don't really drink hot chocolate, but I had a bunch of packets left over one time, and so I didn't know what to do with it because like I said, I really don't drink hot chocolate, and so I decided one day to just try to mix it in with my coffee, and it was pretty good. I really liked it that way. I usually drink my coffee with milk, so. And that's it. The microwave shouldn't be on while it's open. Microwave really doesn't like us, does it? And the hot chocolate is gone. The mug is gone. Okay, so you might think then, where is the hot chocolate? And how you're supposed to figure this out, I think it's just by looking for it, to be honest. I don't know if it shows any remnants. I think I can see a shimmer of it. Stop it! It's trying to antagonize me. All right. So you should get the trophy for that because we drank the hot chocolate. Um, oh yeah, look at that, got bigger. That's lovely. So here's our Matryoshka Doll collection now that we have it completed. And there's one last thing I wanted to do. There are multiple ways you can go about this trophy. It's called Gotcha, You Little. And instead of describing it, I'm going to just show it. Oh, wow, that's gotten big. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so we're gonna go to the basement. Yeah, see, the lights are off. I think. Oh, this light's off. I hate that light. If you're working, then turn on. Okay, so just as a backup here. So this is a good spot to do this trophy. There's a few different places in the house where we can do it. Um, but this is the place I've done it twice and worked for me. So just follow along with what I'm doing. It's not too bad. Might need to reload a few saves though. So we're essentially trying to look for a little spot here. A little guy. He's very small. He's about the size of my cursor, and he shows up around this area. And he's very fast, and you have to catch him. So let's do a save. Let's go here. And just reload your game. Okay, so if he's here, you'll see him kind of, again, around the cursor moving back and forth. And he's hard to track. And once he knows you're trying to track him, he runs. And I might actually back away and reload into this to do it, because I might be too close to this. But if you catch him, you'll get the trophy. And it's best not to try to toggle on him like you're trying to aim at him. I would actually sidestep into his field of view. It's much easier to get him that way. All right, if you are following along for the trophy walkthrough, then you should have Matryoshka Doll Master for collecting the final doll. You should also have special recipe and hot chocolate for playing with the microwave and drinking the hot chocolate. And unfortunately, my game has glitched out, so I wasn't able to get Gotcha, You Little, for catching the little duder. So I'm going to probably do this at a later time. For some reason, the game seems to break whenever I do excessive reloads, or just it. So for some reason, loading in seems to break the game at times. So we'll save Gotcha, You Little for like an ending follow-up episode or something like that. Additionally, we have collected 4 more VHS tapes, putting us at 5 out of 7 towards the Dwayne's Memento Master Trophy. The last 2 tapes require us to finish Dolores and Reagan's chapters, so we will complete the collection as we progress. And that is a good place to end the episode. So to recap, we now have access to the basement, garage, and electrical room, and should be more familiar with the layout of the house. The main reason for exploring the house is because we are going to start Dolores' chapter next, where the house becomes more challenging to navigate, and you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation where you end up cornered, because certain aspects of the house are going to shift, and it makes it really hard to navigate if you don't know where you're going. Plus, the puzzles in the chapter can be quite confusing if you don't have a guide to follow. With that being said, let us close things out for the night. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you all later.